Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your January 2024 reading. So, of course, Happy New Year. May all the light, the joy, and wonder be on your path in this 2024 year. So, it's a year 8, so there's probably going to be a lot of let's receive what we deserve, the good and the bad, as a collective, and as individuals. Um, all right. Very based on choices this year. Okay, so first card I pulled on your reading was the Four of Wands. And when the Four of Wands arrives, yes, it is celebration. You probably were celebrating with family and all of that, but you come into the month. The Four of Wands is a doorway. This is when we're able to see a reality where everything is upright, people are cheering us. Look at the joy, look at the welcomeness. Come on this side of reality, of perception, where the energy is upright. Nobody's trying to screw you, abandon you, or whatever you. It's all there. What you see is what there is. That gives you the opportunity to see the truth about something. And when I say seeing the truth, here with the Knight of Swords, it's like, that's what's really going on. That's what I am understanding. And it reaches the heart right away. That's why we're like, I've got the sword of truth now. And every suffering, disappointments, disempowerments I had because of that belief, I'm going to cut it down. And then we have justice, bringing things more balance in your relationships, in your partnerships, in your dealings with the universe, bringing back balance, justice, equilibrium. So, under the Four of Wands, we have the Fool, and we have you, King of Cups. So this is really a beautiful energy of a new beginning, faith. I'm willing to leave all my old baggage behind and jump into that doorway because I emotionally understand. Because you can understand things cerebrally, okay? It's going to come after. But here you sense it and you feel your truth with the King of Cups. It is emotional intelligence. I'm grounded emotionally. And I see the doorway where there's joy and exchange. The mental understanding that comes after is about the Five of Pentacles. And there you go. You cut this out and you get this the Page of Pentacle. So this would become 5 plus 1, 6. It's not integrated as a 6 of Pentacle. It's a 5 plus 1. But here, I'm going to grab that opportunity, extra value of myself, new beginning, no matter what it is. But I understand that I am enough, that I have what it takes to do it, to take it, to move forward. On the core of it, it's the I am enough. Because here we have a truth, understanding about the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is that you see how they are outside. It's because there's a part that doesn't believe they can go inside. It's not because they can't. It's because they don't believe they can. Because they don't think they have the value, the worth, the capacity as they are, the merit to receive for nothing, unconditionally. To go in the warmth and the welcomeness part of, they don't think they deserve it. So, and then as a side effect of that feeling, we're in lack, we're struggling because we're starting, we have the feeling we have to give so much more to attain the same levels of others. These are all side effects of that lie, that inner lie within yourself. So here, that page of Pentacle is like that extra self-worth, that new pentagram that means your five senses interface into how you see yourself and the reality outside of you. And that is why after, things will be much more balanced, because you will have this extra worth within you. So when it comes to work, you will have no, these guys cannot ask for a raise. They cannot even ask for the bare minimum of their worth. There's going to be challenges about it. But with that extra guy, now it's easy. And the universe will comply to it because it's your belief now. Under that, I have the Hermit and the Three of Cups in reverse. So the Hermit following is inner truth, is inner emotional intelligence, and what he understood here will guide himself away from the Three of Cups in reverse, away from not being able to receive the joy and the celebration and the love of others and the universe and so on. Oh, that's the way. That's the way that I'm going to make things balance. I'm going to use my wisdom of the Hermit in my daily life of the Virgo 6th house to accomplish this. And that's why here, heading towards that Ace of Cups that I need. First, my extra value, then my extra self-love, so that I can completely heal. So it's a pathway to healing. When we need more water, and we're in the Five of Pentacles, because this is lack of self-worth, but we can see that there's snow here. So that prevents us from feeling the water, because we have to convince ourselves it has time to turn into snow, so it's cold. We do not feel the warmth of the water that is from the others or from the divine and so on. So that's why it's even more isolating. And our feminine and our masculine, because we have a lady and a man on this. And, the man needs support, so that means his willpower or crutches just to support himself. And the feminine is barefoot. That means her ground is frozen. She's not part of in her inner, root chakra here, and she's freezing. They're both freezing, but you can see a bit what is happening in the feminine and the masculine aspect of your inner interface, the reality of your physical world. So when we're like that and we need water, we're not going to go towards, hey, these people love me, I'm going to go towards them and, clink my glass, receive the love and give the love, Six of Cups. No, I'm going to retract myself and see if they love me. I'm going to wait outside, and then I'm going to convince myself, you see, Pisces, you're not loved. Bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Swords, and that is actually using your three swords of your heartaches, your past heartaches, to hurt yourself, to be right about being abandoned. So getting out of that, healing that, no matter how big or little it was part of your reality, is a beautiful gift. So let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Pisces for the month of January 2024. Okay. January 2024. Maybe during the holidays, and still, because you're going to get this a bit before the New Year's. So all that celebration will make you understand something. And we just had the full moon in Cancer, which is, you know, your fellow water sign, all about nurturing, emotional groundedness, safety, emotional safety. And we can only feel safe when we have this, we allow the receptors of love to be open, and that we do not shell ourselves waiting to see it outside of us. But we have to feel it within. Let's look at that Four of Wands. Because when we have the Five of Pentacles, our receptors are cut, because the fear of being abandoned is stronger than allowing ourselves to feel what is out there, within us, without us, outside of us. I have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and I have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands with the Four of Wands. You want this, you desire this. But here with the Ten of Swords in reverse, you come in, and that's why it's going to come during the month that, I get it. You come in with more of the, yes, this is what I want, but maybe I haven't quite faced the lies I still hold within myself about this. Let's look at the Fool. And that's why the Fool is like, I'm going to jump in this. But I have to be purified to make sure that I can hear. Okay, see, I don't have that truth yet. I'm jumping, but I'm jumping not of fate, but of hope. And these are two very different things, because this guy is jumping in a cloud of many possibilities. Anything can happen. I can be welcomed. I can be abandoned. The castle in Spain, the snake in the grass. It can be anything. But here, I won't be able to hear Spirit warning me or telling me anything. Because, see that white flower here? That's when we're purified. And therefore the receptors, the water, is clear. We can hear our soul telling us, guiding us towards what is really aligned with us. But here, you're doing a real leap of hope in the beginning of the month. There's a truth missing, there's an information missing, a clarity missing. But we have the Judgment. And here we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it might be like when the Knight of Wands is in reverse, it's like going, but it's unstable. Okay? He might get away, in, out, in, out. So it's really this burst of energy into a cloud of the unknown. But this is what I really want. I see the door. I'm jumping in it. It's going to pull a judgment on you. So that means that the moment you cross that doorway, everything that isn't purified in your shadow, under the water, is going to create a cloud. And then your fears and your hopes are going to jump in your face. But the trumpet is that higher frequency of sound that brings up these shadow parts. See, maybe that's your feminine and your masculine that were abandoned in your childhood. And there you're in a situation with a group of people. Do I feel welcomed? Do I feel abandoned? Doesn't have to be a group of people. It could be just somebody or just life in general, the universe in general. It can be for a project or whatever. But they're going to come up to the surface so that you can see them. And you're going to see them. You're going to see the truth of them. They're pockets of wound, memories, and deductions that came with it that created these beliefs, this programming. Now you're going to Knight of Sword it. What is the Knight of Sword cutting out? Ooh. Okay. Okay. There's our judgment again. Your truth that you are getting is that you need to go get some water if you want to be joyful, happy, serene, in grace and gratefulness. This is the harvest. This is in total joy of receiving the harvest. The harvest is not just in fall spiritually, the harvest is all the time because we constantly receive from what we put out. And here there's the understanding that I'm keeping a lot of water that just create fog around me, and I'm going to leave that behind because there's a cup out there and I'm going to go and get it. That's what you're realizing. That's what the judgment is about, double judgment. Maybe you're going to feel oh, there I am. I just want to get out. Maybe a family reunion. But the truth and the understanding is going to dawn on you of why you're feeling like this. Let's look at that Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So you are going to turn the page on whatever happened in the, young Pisces of you. You're going to forgive, turn the page. Here, the Tower, that means that truth, this is a huge enlightenment here on how you came to get that belief, and at the same time, by understanding it, you're crumbling it down. Right there, you have the two first doors of enlightenment that we call, okay? We have the Devil and the Tower. The Devil is the first one because we have to see our shadow. If not, it's acting behind us and we're unconscious of it. First, we have to see it, to overpower it or to rise above it. And then the Tower is that lightning of coherence to bring us back into alignment. Therefore, everything we've built under the illusion of the devil has to crumble. And here, Six of Swords is that capacity to bring our mental into our heart chakra in peace, forgiveness, balance. We keep the wisdom of it, but we pull ourselves away from the pain and the heartaches of this. So our masculine and feminine, look at them, even wearing the same cloak, okay, for the feminine. There she is with your inner child. There's the feminine, the masculine, and the inner child. You see it better in the Rider-Waite. And here they are. I'm using my willpower. I'm getting out of this. And I'm going into a new shore. I'm not so sure how to do it yet. Okay? But it's going to get there. Let's look at that Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, it's all about justice. It's readjusting my value and my worth so that things can be balanced in my life. Okay? I'm kind of understanding it. Let's look at justice. I'm not gonna hurt myself being right about being not enough or being abandoned on value and on appreciated. Justice. Show me justice. Then it's a real leap of faith towards that. Maybe you're gonna understand just what justice actually means. Justice is ruled by Venus. Things cannot be balanced if Venus is not exalted within yourself. And Venus is what? Unconditional love and abundance, worth and self-love, the capacity to pass the high frequency of love. Love is a type of energy. And the worth to believe that we can receive it. And here I have the Pope. So that means the know-how to apply it, because that spiritual understanding, you will have the capacity to apply it in your life. And that's why there the Hermit is upright. Oh, okay. I'm going to do this. It starts at home, step by step. Then the universe, my reality, the people outside of me are going to start reflecting what I understand within me. I'm going to manifest this. Ace of Cups. And I'm going to heal my old things with that extra nurturing, that is right there. So you're heading towards there. At the end of the month, you're going to be able to perceive that extra love, to go with your extra worth that you're gaining this month. You will not maybe be ready yet to make that choice and to finish the complete unlocking. That means that next month there's gonna be another, oh my God, I'm getting it and I'm making the choice to take that cup. So it's like a huge transformation. Month of January is gonna be the first part of it. But you're gonna feel much more empowered at the end of the month. Next month, another thing. But this month, you're gonna feel peace, serenity, your empowerment, and that is what is important. The beginning of being in a fair and balanced reality, mirrored reality within you. So I'm going to call this out of the fog, because that's the first part. You're going to be out of the fog of I hope, and anything can happen, and emotionally I'm all over the place maybe. Out of the fog. All right? So on this, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and of course subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, it's the description below, and also there's a website, you go on it and it's really easy. Thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moon and full moon, I ask the divine to give you back in the way that will help you the most, to be on your path, to be in your light and your fulfillment. So, on this happy new year again, have a beautiful, blessed January, and I'll see you next month.